Hi there, I'm Ben and welcome to my 100% walkthrough for the 7th mission of Doom Eternal, and that is Mars Core. If you haven't seen any of these videos before, what I do is that I go through each of the missions individually and collect all of the collectibles, do all of the challenges, all of the extra encounters, the secret encounters, and the Slayer keys and gates and things like that. Everything you need to get ticked off at that end screen to get 100% completion, basically. Most of the fights are removed from the video, all of the big arena fight type things. Just the little ones are left in just so we can move the video forward. If I wasn't to remove all of those, the video would be at least twice as long. So that's why I do that. Description, that will have timestamps in it for anybody who wants to skip ahead to a specific collectible or item or whatever. So yeah, in the description, timestamps will be down there. There are 3 challenges once again for this one. We have Big Bada Boom. That is for killing 40 demons with a very big gun. That's right, we're getting the BFG 9000 in this mission, finally. So we need to kill 40 with that. Ammo is rather restricted for that one. We'll be finding it around the mission, so I have marked it in the top. It'll be in the top left hand corner when the next thing we do is go and find some BFG ammo, because it is that rare. It's there's only sort of 5 or 6 instances where we can get some, and we need to kill 40 enemies with it, so do not overuse it. Use it in very specific places when there are lots of enemies. Basically, you can do it the same place as I do it, basically, and then you will you'll definitely get it. Also, there's destroy 3 arm cannon weak points on Mancubi. I didn't know that was the pure plural of Mancubus, but apparently it is. That is basically you've probably been doing it the whole game, in fact, because it's the easiest way to kill a Mancubus is to blow his arms off. Best thing for it usually is the grenade launcher from the shotgun, or the again the assault rifle, the precision shot from the assault rifle, and then finally lock and key for finding the Slayer key. We're definitely going to do that because we're going for 100%, so we're getting everything. I should have fallen then, but weirdly the game didn't let me fall and just threw me on top of the wall, so I don't know what's going on there. So this is a pretty cool mission, actually. It's we're finally going to Mars. Doom is usually set on Mars, and it's not been so far. We've been on Earth. So we're finally going to Mars. Here's a big fight. I've skipped this one. We don't have the BFG yet, unfortunately. Otherwise, we could have got a lot of kills there. But we are going to get it very shortly. We're just going to get this Sentinel Battery here. So when you drop down, you want to turn around and go the opposite way. And then we're off to go and get the Automap, a very handy piece of kit. This is a BFG 10,000 that is firing at the moment, the big cannon, and we're going to go to it and then fire it at Mars, blow a hole in Mars, and then take the gun for ourselves. So then that will become the BFG 9000, apparently. So here's the Automap, and then there's going to be a suit point just above us as well, above on the pistons. So we're going to get those as well. I'm sure you know by now, but the encounters in the top corner there, we have the red ones, the purple ones, and the pink ones. We need all of those for the weapon points. Red ones are the story, or the main bunch of enemies that are just around, so kill everything you see. The purple ones are the Slayer's Gate, or the Slayer Gate. We're going to get that, obviously, because we're going to clear that out. It's actually a very tough Slayer Gate, this one. And then 2 secret encounters. I don't show the Slayer Gate fights, but I will briefly explain how to do this one. I have this on easy because it's the easiest way to sort of do this video. I could put it on hard, it would just take twice as long for no reason. So here's a disarmament challenge. Here's one of the Mancubus. There, you just saw me blow both of his arms off, and then I'll finish him off. So that's 2 of the 3 already. Earlier on there was an armoured Mancubus, but I didn't show that, I just cut over it. They don't count because it seems like you can't blow their arms off. But there's a few Mancubus, so you're not going to run out of time to do it. Here is the BFG. Let's just be quiet and admire. Lovely stuff. So you see, I think I got 15 of the 40 there already. And there's going to be an ammo right in the middle here. There we go. And I thought I heard an enemy. So I'm looking around because I thought I heard one that, after I'd fired the gun, that it had survived. So apparently not. But I definitely heard something. So we're going to move on. We're going to actually make our way towards Mars. There's that massive hole we've just put in it. And there's some pretty cool little space jump parts here. These little yellow things for extra boost, extra dash. And then we're going to go into the building here, or spaceship, or what's left of it. And as soon as we get in, we're going to kill these guys first, and then we're going to go to the right. Pop, get some headshots. No, we're going for a grenade. Okay, and then we go right here. And you see this extra life. There is a secret there. We can't get to it yet. We'll get it from the other side. That door doesn't open at all. So we'll be getting it from the other side. You can see there at the top we've got Disarmament Challenge 3 of 3. So that is the next thing we'll be doing. There is a big fight out here. I'm going to show the whole thing. Usually I would remove it. But it's a good place to get some BFG kills. And it's also a good place to get the last Mancubus cannon. So the totem, sorry, couldn't get that out then. The totem you want to do is right down there. You want to get rid of that first before anything else. Get rid of that totem, and then wait for the Cacodemon to come from towards the cannon there. One will appear. So I think if you kill this one, that guy I've just killed, the Cacodemon will appear. Here he is. Shoot him down. Kill him. And then we'll get one of the big... I forget the name of him. He's just teleported in there on the top. That's when you want to use your BFG. You want to wait for this guy to come and then get a crowd going. And then fire. Could have just got away with firing one then, because I did actually kill everybody. But I do too. It's not much of a problem, but I could have saved a second shot because there are some pretty tough enemies here. But you want to make sure you don't hit the Mancubus with it as well, because you want to wait for him so we can shoot his arm off there. So that's that challenge done. We've just got some more BFG kills. I'm going to get the key, so don't worry about that. So I think I get the BFG kills the next time I use it actually. And there's about 5 or 6 ammo total in this mission. So that was that fight really quickly done. That's how quickly the BFG moved things forward. And we'll go drop down here, and then to the left immediately is a wall. And it's going to lead to a secret area that is going to also have the first secret encounter in it as well. This one is probably a rocket launcher based one. I would use that. There is a Spectre, an invisible pinky. You can't lock on with the rocket launcher for obvious reasons. So you're going to have to hunt him down. He's off to the left up the stairs. So a door's going to open behind. Kill this guy first, the Revenant. And then there's going to be a Spectre here. There he is. It's weird. You can't really tell when they're dead. I think after the third one, he got in the way then. That was no good. So I thought he died then, but I don't think he's actually dead at that point. We're going to go and find out in a second. So there's always a guy down here as well, so do not forget him. No, I did kill him, yeah. It must have been on the practice where I thought I killed him and then he came charging behind me. There's always that little, not an imp, but the gargoyle. He's always there. He could be down the stairs the way you came in to that secret encounter as well. So if you're struggling for time and you're looking for someone, it'll be him. He's down there. So next is a toy. We haven't had one of these yet. It's that question mark we saw from the other side of that gate where we got the extra life. That's how you get this one. And then we're going to hit this switch here, which is going to set up this cannon, which is going to propel us into Mars. And then through this door is going to be a rune, the final rune of the game actually. There isn't a trophy. Weirdly, there isn't a trophy tied to finding all of the runes. I guess because they're kind of obvious. The runes are really obvious. They're always on story paths. You don't have to go searching for them. So maybe that's why. There you go. That's all runes on one save, single save slot. So we're getting there now. About halfway through the game, I think. I reckon. Right, so we've just teleported in here with a really cool entrance. I didn't show it, but you'll get to see it when you do it. And we're going to be getting a cheat code in a minute. Just finishing these off. Yep, that's everyone. And we're going to go off here to the left, and to the right through this burnt out bit where somebody's lasered through, and right again. And you're going to find the cheat code here. That is that one. And then we're going to go and get a soup point. You have to watch out. These all wake up now, weirdly. Once you get that cheat code, these tentacles all wake up. They hadn't done it beforehand. So there's one here you want to watch, and there's that one as well. God, these are so horrible. And there's one to the left, and we need to go left to get on those crates. And there's going to be a soup point directly ahead of us when we go up. There we go. And then we're going to go and do some swinging. We're going to swing across, or I think I missed the swing to start with actually. Use that little air burst there to get up, and then we're going to turn around and then swing and go and get album number 1, Doom 64. There we go. So you'll have that if you pre-ordered. You'll have Doom 64. Having said that, I don't have mine yet because I got it early. That's a good point. Anyway, we're going to drop down here and get Secret Encounter 2 of 2. This is a secret area. You have to come round here, break this down, and we're going to end up in that, where all those swinging things were. We're going to end up back there. It's a big circle we're doing. Here's the final secret encounter. Probably best with a shotgun on this one to start with at least, because there is a cacodemon that appears. So I'm going to grenade first to sort of clear the little guys out. There is a whiplash. God, I hate whiplashes, but I'm going to leave him to last. See if we can get some splash damage from other things. There we go. Then I'm just going to change the rocket launcher, because it's just easiest to get rid of these guys. And there we go. Done. Next is a toy. And we're going to get this on the way back to where where the swinging things were. We're just going to go right here instead of left. So left is back to the swings. And here is the toy. Carcass. I was wondering what those guys were called. Well, there you go. And then we're going to make our way back to the swing, and then we're going to fall back down that gap. So there's the extra life directly below me. And we're going to break this wall. You probably saw this wall from the other side and wondered why I didn't break it. That's why, because it's the way out rather than the way in. And there we go. So there's some more jumping involved now. You can see there we're going to get the BFG ammo and the big bada boom challenge done, or I do at least. Don't worry if you don't do it. There's one right at the end. The last thing you do is fire off the BFG again, and there's probably 10 or so enemies at least. So don't worry too much about that if you don't get it now, or not yet, but soon. We're just making our way to the big fight, and you definitely want to use the BFG because there's 2 of the Baron of Hells, the big guys with the blade arms. You need to get rid of those quickly because there's lots of other stuff there as well. And it's a great place to do it because there's a lot of enemies, little ones. You can sort of group them all together and get a big chunk of that challenge done. So loads of bouncing around now. This is a timed, but you have to try and time this. It's not too bad if you arrive when it's there. You can just drop a bit lower and then dash. Got these annoying electric things everywhere as well. Yeah, trying to wait for these guys to get a bit closer so I can use them. Use the glory kills on them. I think it's mandatory, isn't it, to do glory kills on those guys. I'm going to do this. This is a big jump, this one. There we go. And then we're at this fight now. So you're going to see the 2 barons teleport in. There they are. And then we have an Arachnotron up there as well. Here is some BFG ammo if you don't have any. And then run back to the where we jumped on to sort of gather everyone together and get the best run at them with the BFG. So here you're going to see me fire it off. Boom. Hits the everything behind, and that's how I get the challenge done. Because look at all those, they all died. So the Barons don't die off one BFG, but they do get severely damaged from them. So it's definitely worth using it on those guys. And we're just going to take care of these little ones here. These gargoyles. And then these guys here. Started to remember to use the chainsaw more now as well. There we go. Right, so we're back in an open. These are some big explosive barrels here. And I've got a thing that makes barrels respawn as well. So maybe they won't respawn for you, but they should do for me. We've got a funny little jump here coming up. So I'm going to blow this guy up. You can see an extra life there up the top. It's obviously not mandatory to get these extra lives, so if you don't make this jump, don't worry about it. And we're going to do a big jump. You've got to try and time it and dash in between those things, obviously, otherwise you're going to fall down. Down here are some little enemies, and then there's a section below, even further down. And there's going to be another Baron down there. I would go down and kill him, because I'm pretty sure it's marked off the red ones. So you're going to see him appear. I'm going to cut. I'm not going to fight him. Well, I do fight him, but you're not going to see me. There he is. So kill him, and then jump back up again, just to make sure, in case it counts towards the red bars in the top corner there, because you are supposed to be killing all of the enemies. So just make sure you get down there and do that. And then we're going to do another big jump. You can see just in the distance there is the Praetor suit point. Don't worry if you don't make these jumps like I do, because you can climb up the walls as well. Or jump back at least anyway. It's a bit more forgiving than that extra life before. Although you will have quick warp. What's the fast travel? Quick warp. There's some more BFG ammo. I just landed on it there, so save that for later as well. I'm just going to take this Arachnotron down. Still working on the challenge for that. It is a weapon challenge, so you don't need to worry about that. Because we are going to be getting some collectibles that will let us skip the last challenge on the weapons. So that's nice. I'm not exactly sure when they start, but I do know they exist. But we'll be getting those soon. Here's another extra life on the way across. And then we're going to be making our way. A big fight up here as well, but we are just going to skip that. Make our way to the top and use the big bouncy to throw us across, and then we're going to come back to this bit because there is the Sentinel Battery is up above us right now, so we need to go across to come back. There we go. Try and do the swing, because it means you can avoid the electricity there. And there you can just see that battery there. And then we've got a Sentinel Crystal coming up here. Exactly where we landed before. You can't miss this. So we are getting towards the end of this mission now. I do actually really like this one. I wasn't too keen on the previous one actually. I didn't realise it at the time, but I do miss the jumping around that we do in the big open spaces. I think it really works well in this game. Hit this switch here is going to open up a secret area that's going to allow us to get the album and the key, the Slayer key, the Slayer gate. That is also in this area as well. It's going to make this platform appear. So there's a grid up here to the left. Behind here is the album. And then on the opposite side is going to be the key. So the Slayer gate is coming up. You're not going to see me finish the fight. I'll show you the start. I don't know what happened there. Kind of did a weird jump. I'll start the fight. You'll see the guy who I'm going to mention, but there is going to be the boss from the previous mission. The one where you need to time and dodge and things like that has the green eyes. He is in this Slayer Gate fight, along with some new like Sentinel enemies that are really, really annoying. They just sort of float around shooting you. So we're going to have to employ exactly the same tactics. You're going to have to dodge, wait for him to go green, and hit him then with the super shotgun or whatever. Probably not worth using the BFG because it won't hurt him because he'll block it. Yeah, I know, he's that good. There he is. So I'm going to skip it here, but you need to just fight him. If I did show it at the end of the last video. If you need to know how to fight him, which you won't because you'll already have done it, but you know what I mean. So there's not much point showing that fight because you've fought them all before. There is the Empyrean Key that we always get after a Slayer's Gate. And now we're going to make our way to the escape pod and get the hell out of here. I'm just looking around to clear any enemies out, mainly for ammo, and just to make sure we get the red ticked off. Don't want to leave anyone behind. There we go. Before we go to the pod, we're just going to get one more thing. You drop down this green thing here, and then directly left is a breakable vent there. That's going to take us up to the last toy, which is a Pinky. Never gets old. Watching those little guys just disintegrate with the grenades never gets old. So we're actually going to go to Mars now properly. I'm going to use the escape pod here. Obviously, it's the green one. Green means go. Red means no. So here we are. Drop down straight away and turn right, and there'll be a Sentinel Battery. Go down the stairs, and there will be Codex 2 of 2. Not many in this mission, just the 2 Codex. And then left here straight away is the suit point. And that is pretty much it for collectibles. There is one extra life in the next arena, the next fight. I'm not going to show the fight, but I'll show you where the extra life is. And then the very last thing, I am checking if I've got BFG, but I don't have any ammo. If you do have, use it there to start that fight, because there's 2 pretty big enemies you want to get rid of. There was a Mancubus, as you saw, so if you still needed that, make sure to shoot his cannons off. Again, if you didn't get any of them, if you didn't get the BFG kills or anything, you can replay this mission and everything will have saved. So if you got 30 or whatever, you can come back and just get those extra 10 and it will have saved it. So just fire off. Here's a good chunk of enemies here to finish that off. And that's going to be the end of this mission. We're just going to make our way to that big portal there. And yeah, it's going to finish. So like usual, I'm going to show the end screen. So we're going to see everything get ticked off, everything we've just found, everything you should have. Just to prove that I've done it really. So that's the end of the mission. Then we have this end result screen. And that's going to be it for this one. So thanks very much for watching. And I'll see you on the next one.